Hi, Andy Gray here. In this series of videos we're going to look at my workflow from out in the field right the way through to post-processing. Alright, video number 1 of my intentional camera movement workflow. Today we're going outside. We've left the house. We are actually in the car on location. We're down at Dunsonsteads and we're going to go and have a look along Embleton Bay, possibly along to the castle. I've got a spare hour, so let's go and take some shots. And we're now probably on the quietest beach in Northumberland. Very rarely you can come down here and it'll be crammed. Yes, it's January, but it's still 3 people on it, all the way from Newton Point right away around to the castle. Absolutely fantastic. I'm not really sure what we're going to be shooting today, because it's still early in the afternoon really, but probably get some shapes of the castle, possibly go up into the dunes. Right, so composition at the minute is leading line of the high part of the tide, just leading into the base of the castle. So what I'm shooting here, 6 stop ND filter on a 50mm lens, ISO as low as it'll go, so 100 here. 1/4 of a second at f6.3. Just really, I want it fairly light, but I don't want things blown out. So I want a nice even exposure. Later on, you know, the 1/4 of a second will extend as the sun goes down or behind the cloud. Framing is pretty much as what I showed you before. And it's really just a case of when you're shooting, just pause and then move the camera, pause and then move the camera, just so the shapes actually take and have some impression on the sensor. So we'll shoot a little bit of that now. Also just varying movement, you know, possibly a bit of up and down, a bit of left and right, a bit of just following the contours of the land as well, or contours of the shape of whatever you're shooting. In this case, the line of the edge of the tide, so following that shape through the image. Nice definition. Always just lengthen that exposure a touch so we can get more impressionable shapes. What I'm doing now, which is using the shapes of the dunes there, that hilly part. What I'm doing is framing that near the top of the composition. What I'm actually doing is moving the camera up to turn effectively turn those dunes blue, so kind of overlaying the sky, just all in one motion, and actually keeping this lovely yellowy sand at the front. And it's become, it's a very light, very pleasant, pastel-y kind of image. Rather pleasant. Not my usual dark, contrasty, miserable looking stuff. Right, so what I'm going to do now is head up into the dunes. There's a bit too many dog walkers on the beach today to be talking to yourself into a microphone, into a camera. So those self-conscious things, a bit strange. It'll be a long time before I'm walking down the street doing this. It is a lovely afternoon. Alright, we're up in the dunes now. We've met a friendly dog. I've come up into the dunes because the grasses and dunes are something that I do shoot quite a lot of. Whether it's because I can they turn red and fiery in my post-processing quite easily, and that's always a very pleasant colour for me. Going to shoot some dune grass with movement, and what I'm looking to achieve here is just to get a smooth capture, so it retains the detail. You're not looking at wild movements. It's just really smooth, following the contours of the grass. Let's see what we can get. Just concentrating to capture a few of the wilder grass on the top there. Not really feeling it up on these dunes. I think one of the problem is the amount of dead bracken amongst. Had it been just grass, I think I'd have been more excited. But it is very brackeny. Lots of dead bracken. Not ideal from what I was envisaging. So I think we might just abandon the dunes idea. This scene here, as the water drains off the land and out into the sea, is not one that usually kind of lends itself to like an ICM, but as a challenge, see what comes out. I'm going to do some now. What I'm going to do here is attempt to follow the course of the water, see what it comes out like. Give up. Maybe it's even just one way. Not feeling it. First time out with a camera since before Christmas. Nice to be back. Don't think I got anything though.